So how many of you want to really celebrate this great gift of human life that we have been blessed with? Please raise your hands. Thank you. How many of you also believe that we as a human beings have been blessed with infinite potential and that we can achieve anything in life? Please raise your hands. Thank you. Friends, I am Dr. Arunaagiri Mudaaliar, and today I'll be speaking on the topic called as 7 mantras of successful life. Okay. First and the foremost, it's always a pleasure to address the audience of this great organization, HELP, who are involved in the noble mission of improving the health of people by transmitting knowledge, information and skill to as many people as possible. So can we give a big round of applause to this great organization? Yeah, thank you. Secondly, I want to acknowledge all the people who are present here and the people who are viewing this particular video. I want to tell you this, that only less than 10% of the world's population are really interested in investing their time, effort, money on their most important asset that we human beings have been blessed with. That's what? That's our own self. Yes, our own self. This is the biggest asset that all of us have. But very few of us really work on igniting the dormant potential. It's said that this human body which we have all been blessed with is the biggest miracle, is the biggest machinery, the most sophisticated machinery that has been ever designed or ever will be designed. But unfortunately, God has not given you the user manual. How many of you agree with me? Yeah? So you don't have a user manual. That's why many of us, go through this life without actually understanding the nuances of this particular miracle that we have got. So you as a human being, God has given you this challenge or has made this very, very interesting thing to make. He has given you the choice. What's the word? The choice to unravel the secret of how to use this particular miracle machine that has been given to you. So friends, in this talk, which you all are investing your time on, what I intend to cover are the 7 principles. Okay, 7 principles which if you can understand and follow and immerse these things in your life, you will be able to really unravel and celebrate this beautiful gift called human life. How many of you would be interested? Thank you. Okay. So friends, can I tell you a few things about myself? I have been in the training profession because it's my passion to share whatever I learn. Okay, I'm not a guru. I'm just a person who continuously is just transmitting the knowledge which I have learned from other great learners from the world across. Just yesterday I was in Singapore listening to one of the greatest trainers of the world called Anthony Robbins. I was with him for about 6 days. It was fabulous. So today also I will be sharing some of those thoughts which I have further assimilated. I had some ideas about it. He further gave me some more information which I will share it with you. And all of them under the topic of 7 mantras. Okay. So, and one more important thing I wanted to share is, especially I love to see the youth. That's why as soon as you all entered, I was very happy because one of my mission of my life is to make my country back into the olden glory of this great country was. This country was called as, anybody? The Sone ki Chidiya. This is the golden land. Unfortunately, in the last 200, 300 years after we were subjugated by the Britishers, we lost the most important thing which is required for any man to be successful. That is called, anybody? It's called self-belief. I want to take you all to that Lord Macaulay's statement of 1835, where in the British Parliament statement he said, I have travelled the length and the breadth of this great country called India. I have not seen one thief, one beggar. There's so much of prosperity, so much of abundance. And people are of such high quality that we will never ever be able to subjugate them unless and until we are able to destroy their cultural system, destroy their educational system, and destroy their self-esteem and make them all believe that everything English is good. Because I want to ask you all a question. Did they succeed? Unfortunately, yes, they did. Okay, so I, as a trainer, one of my real mission is to actually refurbish the self-belief of my countrymen, and to make my country again the Sone ki Chidiya. How many of you would be with me on this? Thank you very much. Okay, so that's why when the youth who are viewing this particular video, I really want to appeal to you. Just really look at these principles and try to incorporate them in your life. And I promise you, if you start practicing them, keep on repeating them and start mastering them, it will not be too far before you start unleashing the dormant potential, there is power within you. Okay? Are you all ready? Yes. I can't hear you. Yes. Great. The first thing, first principle which I totally believe in is called this word called as, what's the word? Energy. Energy. I really wanted to get present to this because many of us have learned about it, but I have not really understood the depth and the gravity of this particular thing. I want to ask you this question: what percentage of us as a human being is energy? Anybody? Total energy. And how much percentage matter? Young girls? Huh? How much percentage is matter and how much percentage is energy? Any guess?
Matter and energy are
they're interchangeable, right? But still you can distinguish them. No? This energy is the form of matter, this is in pure energy. So what would be your guess? Just give me a guess. 70-30, right? 60-40. Okay, the real thing is, we are actually energy per se, we are 99.9999%. Okay, as sir was already saying, we are totally energy, and matter is only 0.000001%. Okay, so we are energy. So if you really want to unleash your potential that you have, what needs to be unleashed? The energy. Okay. But unfortunately, many of us, why human beings are not able to unleash their full potential is because their energy is blocked. What's the word? It's blocked. And that's the reason why they are not able to manifest their full greatness that they have. Okay. It's also said, the highest energy always wins. Highest energy always wins in anything. Okay. And the more the energy you are able to manifest, more the energy, this is also equal to more success, more money, and more everything. Okay. And sometimes, we need to have an exaggerated energy. Like, you have to sometimes fake it to make it. But otherwise you get so dormant. We are so motionless that your energy becomes such a low level. Automatically your efficiency and effectiveness becomes lesser. How many of you agree with me? So the first principle I want you all to get present to is, we are energy source and we need to manifest this energy in its full glory. Okay. Now let me go a little bit detailed into this. Okay. You get energy from what? Source of energy?
sun.
Sun, okay. Food, very good.
Doing what we love to do.
Very good. There again is there, very good. Thoughts are energy, very good. But the first source of energy, what do we require for us to really be alive? More detail. Is it air or what is it? Oxygen. Very good. The word is oxygen. And oxygen your body gets by what?
Breathing.
By breathing. Very good. By breathing. So the first thing I wanted to get present is, for you to have energy, we need to know what? We need to do what efficiently?
Right breathing.
We need to do the right breathing. Let me tell you very frankly, my friends, many of us have not been taught how to breathe properly. Okay? Can I have one volunteer, please? Come. One of you come. Yeah. And I want you to stand here and I want you to do a breathing. Okay? Just be normal, don't worry. Okay? And just keep your hand on the side and breathe. Okay? Breathe. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Very good. Yes. What are you observing? Very good, excellent. She's doing a very good job. Yeah. What's happening to her? What's moving? Is she becoming taller? Yeah. Yeah. She's doing that. Yeah. Your shoulders are elevated, right? So her shoulders are elevated.
It feels good.
Yeah, it feels good, right? Right? Very good. Yeah, even though you do this, you feel good. Okay? Give her a big round of applause. Give her a big round of applause. Yeah. Let's give a real big round of applause. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That also is energy. Let me just give you a small example about it. Now, I want you to get present to this particular thing which I've learned. Now, I just want to give you a small representation of the way this is. Okay. We have what is the organ in the body which is involved in this thing? Lungs, right? The lungs are involved, right? Lungs are there. Okay. And then you have a windpipe, right? Okay. These are the windpipes that are there. I want you to get present to this. Okay. And there's something down here. Anybody knows?
Diaphragm.
Huh?
Diaphragm.
Absolutely. This is called as diaphragm. This is called the diaphragm. Okay. Now I want you to get present to that. You know, when you take in oxygen, okay. So it fills up what? And in this there is something called a small thing. What are they? Anybody?
Alveoli.
Absolutely brilliant, sir. Alveoli. And alveoli are more dense where? In the lower part. In the upper part it is less dense. Okay. So when you take deep breathing, when you take a shallow breathing, okay, normally what happens, I want to just share with you, no offense, but just a sharing. Okay. When you are actually breathing shallow, that's the time when you are only breathing to the top level, and then you are actually exerting your force on the upper body. That's why you are expanding your shoulder. When you are expanding your shoulder, actually are you breathing shallow or are you breathing deep?
Shallow.
You are breathing shallow. Okay. Actually, if you really breathe deeply, okay, your oxygen will go down here in the deeper level. Here in the deeper level here, and what will get extended? Stomach. Okay. Diaphragm will be pushed. When the diaphragm is pushed, what will come out? Because it doesn't have the lungs don't have a capacity to go down. So when it can't go down, what will happen? It will come out. So actually when you breathe deeply and properly, your stomach should come out. Not your shoulders should not go up. Okay? That is the right breathing. And that's where the alveoli will be which will be fully energized, and then that will be transmitted to your blood. And the blood will carry this oxygen to all parts of the body. Okay? And this is a source of real energy. How many of you agree with me? That oxygen is a source of energy. So if you are not breathing fully, what's going to be less in your body?
Oxygen.
Oxygen is going to be less. And if you breathe well, what's going to be higher in your body? Oxygen. And automatically oxygen will give you more energy. Okay? So what I wanted to get present here, I just want you to actually practice it. Okay? Keep your hand like this on your stomach and try to breathe deeply. Okay? And check out when you are breathing deeply, is your stomach coming out? When you breathe in, stomach should go out. And when you exhale, stomach should come in. Okay? So everybody close your eyes and just do it once. If you're really breathing properly, smoothly and slowly and fully, your stomach will come out when you breathe in, and stomach will go out. Go out when you breathe in and will come in when you breathe out. Okay? If you do the opposite way, if you put pressure on your stomach, if you breathe with lot of pressure, then the reverse will happen. Okay? That's how the body has been designed. Okay? So the first thing I want, friends, all of you to get present to is this, that our breathing has to be well. So I want you to get present to you that compared to food, water and oxygen, which is most important?
Oxygen.
Breathing is important. Okay? Without food, you can live for how many years? How many days?
One month.
Some people
Get to us.
they live for 8 months or 6 months.
Get
Approximately 2 to
to
3
us.
months easily anybody, most of us can. Without water, how much time can you live?
15 days.
Normally for about 6 to 7 days. 7, 8 days, it will be very difficult to live without water. But I want to ask you this, without breathing, how much time can you live?
Can't survive.
Yeah.
1 2 minutes.
Yeah, the world record is 3 minutes. And oxygen, which is most important. Oxygen. So I want you to get present to this. That's why I'm touching upon breathing as the first important thing. Unfortunately, nobody has taught us how to breathe. In fact, our ancient rishis had this technology and they gave it to you. Okay? If we talk about, anybody heard about yoga? Yes, in yoga you have pranayama. Okay, pranayama is what? Pranayama, expansion of your prana, the life force. Life force includes breathing or oxygen as well. Okay, so you need to really understand that our ancient gurus had this power to understand this important thing. Okay, so first source of energy is breathing. So I want you to really get present to, and I want all of you to understand that consciously breathe slowly, fully and smoothly. Okay? Inhale for about 5 seconds, hold for about 10 seconds and breathe out with a gap of around 8 to 10 seconds. Okay? So if you do this consciously, you will automatically see that your breathing pattern becomes better. And when you breathe well, what will happen more in your body? Energy will be higher. Oxygen leads to energy. And as I told you, ultimately, the success principle of life is what? The more the energy, more the success. Okay. Let me go on to the next one. The next important component, for us to have energy or the body's vitality. What's the word? Body's vitality. Because your body has to be vital. Because if your body is sick, if you are de-energized, you don't have no power, no vitality, no vibrancy, will you be able to achieve in the outer world? Will you be? No. Right? So if you want to have vibrancy and vitality and energy in your outer world, you need to have a very, very powerful body. Okay? So for a powerful body or a healthy body, vibrant body, the second important thing which you require is the importance of this thing. So what? Water. I really wanted to get present to water. Like, I wanted to ask you all, what percentage of our body is water? 75% of it. Okay. And what percentage of of the earth is water? Same. Okay. So water, we are 75% of our body is water. Unfortunately, let me tell you very frankly, most of our people do not understand the relevance and importance of water. Okay. You have to at least consume. They say if your body weight in pounds is 200 pounds, then at least half of it in terms of this thing you have to consume. Half of it in cubic liters you have to consume every day for you to keep yourself hydrated. Okay? Unfortunately, many of us drink all nonsense things, but we avoid drinking water. Because water also is a universal solvent. What's the word? It dissolves everything. So when you consume water, the first thing in the morning, it's able to take out all the excipients from the body, and automatically you feel much more fresher. So it said that first thing in the morning, at least you should drink. We say that drink 1 liter of water to begin with, and after every 1 to 2 hours, drink some water and keep yourself hydrated. Because water is the most important source of energy in the body, because 70-75% of your body is water. And if water is not there in the body, what will happen? You get dehydrated, and dehydration will lead to what? Would you feel vital? Will you feel vibrant? No, you will not feel vibrant. You will feel tired and lethargic. How many of you agree with me?
It will be like dried grass.
Yeah, it will be like a dried grass. Dramatically. Well said. Well said. Absolutely. So, friends, the second important thing for energy is just water. Drink as much water as possible. Before food, take water. After food, take water. Take water at least every 1.5 hours. Drink water. Okay. Take it from a good source of water and keep on drinking it. Okay. And that will keep you hydrated and healthy and keep your energy level higher. Okay. Third source of energy is what? Is food. Food we eat. But I want to ask you very frankly, any of the children, youth, you all, generally normally, what all things normally you all eat? Yeah. But after when you eat so-called, this packed food or processed food, do you feel nice? What happens? When you eat a lot of processed food, immediately after you eat that food, what happens to you? Do you feel very energetic or do you feel lethargic?
Feel like taking a nap.
You feel like taking a nap. How many of you agree with me? Yeah, why? Why do you feel like, why does body feel like sleeping? Brilliant. So it wants to sleep for what? To recuperate. Very good. Excellent. Very well said. That means that food, which is supposed to be a source of energy for you, actually becomes what? It becomes a sucker of energy. What's the word? Yeah, you have to be you have to ask yourself, is it helping me to generate energy or is it taking away energy? You're right. That's why it said that eat food which gives you energy. What type of food will give you energy?
Fresh, raw.
Yeah, you'd eat fruits and see what happens to you. You take an apple or you take an orange. Immediately you feel what? Do you feel like sleeping? Feel energy. Because from a live thing you get energy. When you eat salads, as soon as you eat, what happens? Again you feel energy because that source has got energy and it gives you energy. How many of you agree with me? Yeah, absolutely. So whereas when you eat fried things, when you eat all those fried processed things, what has happened to energy of that source?
More energy spent in digesting that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, just imagine you are a living being. Somebody puts you in a hot oil, fries you 10 times, half an hour, and then then puts you into another process thing of another more heated water. What will happen to you? How much energy will you have? All energy is gone. And if you eat that, will you have energy? No. So you have to be very careful about the next source of energy. Because we eat food for energy. Yeah, sometimes for taste. But taste should not become predominant over energy. How many of you agree with me? Yeah, you can't allow it to have a predominance over your need for energy. Okay? So you need to work on that. You have to ensure that you eat at least 70% of the food which you eat should be raw foods. Okay? Or raw foods which also has got a lot of water. Remember, these raw foods have got water. How many of you agree with me? When you eat fruits, when you eat a watermelon, what is there in that? A lot of water. When you eat fruits like an apple, it does have a lot of apple. You just bite it. Suddenly what happens? Yeah, it drips water. Okay? So because that supplements to the first point which I said. So it's very, very important to be very careful about what you eat and how you eat. So normally they say when you eat, you have to at least chew. How many times? 32 times. Okay? Many times, many of the so-called processed food which we eat or a cooked food which we eat, does it require any amount of chewing? Literally gulp it, right? So, because they say that 70% of the digestion is supposed to take place from the tip of your tongue to your tip of your throat. But normally that will happen only when you do the chew it. But whenever you eat any raw food, like a fruits or a salad, can you gulp them? You have to perforce do what? You have to chew them properly. Okay, automatically that leads to all the salivation, and all the digestive enzymes get secreted, and that enables that food to give you what? Give you energy. Ultimately, we are talking about energy here. Talking about energy. Okay, is that clear? Was it useful? Okay, three sources of energy. One is
Oxygen.
breathing, oxygen. Second one, water. The third one is food. Okay. So friends, if you do this continuously, you will be able to automatically keep your body, which is very, very important, vital, vibrant, and also in a state of power and in a state of health, which enable you to perform whatever you do in the most optimum manner, thereby achieving success in life. So the first point which I wanted to share with you was, friends, about energy. Okay, ensure that energy from this physical angle is taken care of. Okay, was it useful? I can't hear you. Okay, now we go on to the next point. Next point about energy, which I wanted you to get present to, is about the concept. I want you to really understand that second one, which is very, very important. I wanted to give you a word. YGB. Okay, what's the word? YGB. Okay, this is called as you got to believe. What's the word? You got to believe. The foundation of a successful person is to have an empowering belief. Okay? Beliefs are the thoughts which you consider to be the truth. Okay, and your beliefs drives all your behavior. Can you all repeat that, please? All your behavior. Okay, whatever you believe, that's what will drive you through that behavior. Your actions are determined by your behavior. There's a formula which says this way. Okay, it goes this way. It's called the formula called as Buffar. Okay, it says that your belief would lead to your attitude. Attitude leads to your feelings. Feeling leads to your action. Action leads to your results. Okay, so beliefs are the thoughts which you consider to be the truth, and these beliefs are what you are programmed right from the time you are born. Okay, you are programmed right from the time you are born, and these beliefs is what is driving your results. So in any area of your life, if you are not achieving results which you are really aspiring for, where you have to look for? Look for your belief. What is it that is not helping me to really take my life to the next angle by producing outstanding results? Like I've seen many people. They say they're not able to make much of money because they have got belief that no, I should not take risk. No, I should find a job and work 9 to 5. Okay. And if I don't have education, I can't get into business. All these are different types of beliefs that people have got, and this belief runs across all dimensions of life. So you need to have powerful, empowering beliefs which will take you to the next level. Like if you see, when we started this particular program, I said we human beings have got infinite potential and we can achieve anything in life. This statement is what? This is a belief. Now some people sitting there will say, what this man is talking about? I don't believe this. I can't achieve everything in life. So the moment you say I can't, that's also a belief. You're right. Whether you say I can or whether I say I can't, both the ways you're right, because both of them are your belief. When I say I can achieve anything in life, I'm a powerful, I'm a courageous, I'm a bold person and I can achieve anything in life. That's my belief. That's what will lead to my attitude, my thoughts, my thought process, and that will lead to my feeling. My feeling will lead to my action, and my action will lead to results. Like if I believe, no, I can't achieve all this. I am a very mediocre, average person. I'm a very average person. Okay, I'm not good in studies. I'm not good in sports. I am not good in anything. that's what is my life. A person with this type of a belief will do what? What will happen to him? Automatically, what will be his attitude, thought process? Of a mediocrity, of an average person. Feeling of, will he be enthusiastic? Will he be vibrant? Will it be energetic? How will his body be?
Exactly.
Will it be like this or like this? How will he walk? Will he walk like this or will he walk like this? Okay. Will his energy be high or low? Will he speak slow or fast? Will he breathe shallow or deep? Shallow. There's a person who believes in this concept that I can achieve anything in life. So how will his body be? Stooping or out? Confident. How will be his breathing? Deep. Okay. And how will his speaking? Fast. Yeah. See, remember, this all has got direct correlation to your physiology. Because I want to tell you one more thing. Your physiology is very important. Okay. It is said that a person who stands like this, it has been proven by research that he gets 20% more testosterone, and he's got 20% more energy, and automatically his confidence level is higher. Just this stance. This is not. This is actually a physiology, science of physiology. Now, if you see, I want you to observe. You all must be seeing cricket, right? Cricket is a religion in our country. You see, any of our captains, whenever they go to the prize distribution, how do they stand? Do they stand like this? Everybody of them stand like this, like this. This is a stance of posture of confidence. Okay, so this is called a power pose. It is said that if you power pose like this, you'll have 20% more secretion of testosterone and 20% less of cortisons, which is tension or stress enzymes. And automatically you feel, yeah, just females also have cortisol. So what? Because male and a female, both of them have got both, and yeah. So what? But still, yeah, because this is basically testosterone are those hormones which give you that sense of assertiveness, sense of confidence, okay, or sense of control or certainty. Okay. So this is what is important. So I wanted to get present to my friends. You need to continue to have your beliefs, and beliefs should be such which is empowering. Like 3 beliefs which I recently developed for myself was, I'm a powerful and a courageous person, and I can achieve anything in life. Okay, I am loved and admired and respected by all for who I am. I'm a money magnet. I earn tons of money with ease and grace. Okay, these are 3 things which I recently, just about last 2 days, I developed this as a belief statement for me, which I'm going to continuously keep on working on myself. Okay, there's something called as incantations. What's the word?
Incantation.
You need to, incantation is saying these words, these again and again, till it goes into your subconscious mind. And once it goes into subconscious mind, then that's what will come in form of your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Okay, so I want all of you to work on this. Second principle or second mantra for successful life is to have empowering beliefs. What's the word? Empowering beliefs. Okay, or they say that convert all your limiting beliefs to liberating beliefs. Can you all repeat that, please?
Convert your limiting beliefs to converting beliefs.
Liberating beliefs, liberating or empowering beliefs, and that's a secret for life. Okay, and I tell you, this needs to be worked on. Okay? Not that just because you heard me just now, it automatically turn all your limiting beliefs. You have to work on yourself, find out areas of your life where you're not getting results, check the beliefs behind it, and then try to change those limiting beliefs into liberating beliefs. Was it useful? Okay. So this is the second thing which I wanted you to get present to, is about your belief structure. The third one which I want you to get present to is called as what's the word? Context of your life, or it's also one more word I would like to give you is the perception in life. Okay? perception or context at life. See, whenever in any area of your life, we have a lot of life situations, am I right? We all have different life situations. Right now you are sitting, as an intern, you all come here. That's a life situation for you in a new environment. Okay? So, I came here and met you all. This is a life situation for me, right? It's a new situation for me. Okay. Now, your life success will depend directly upon how you are able to respond to the life situations. Okay. If I say, okay, only I got so much limited number of audiences. Why should I? Now, let me not give my very best. Let me just talk to them sitting in a circle. Will I be able to do justice to my own training ability? Or will I be able to do justice to the audience? Or to the thousands and lakhs of people who are viewing this particular video? It all depends upon how I respond to the life situation. That is where your perception or context is important. Okay? Whenever I do anything in life, I give my 100% to it. And I always look at situations from a possibility angle. What is possible in this situation? Instead of looking at it as the negative perception. They say, when you look at a glass half filled with water, you can say it's half empty. Or you can say it's half full. It's all a matter of perception. How you look at it. Okay? When you say it's half full, let me be grateful for it. Let me be appreciative of it. What will happen to my energy? My energy goes up. Whereas if I keep on cripping and continuously keep on looking at something which is not there, or negative, or inadequacy, what happens to my energy? Energy goes up. Okay, because friends, I want to ask you. I want to just give you a small exercise. I want you to respond to me immediately as soon as you look at this. Okay, don't wait. Okay. Sorry? I made a 3 plus 3 is good. So I want to ask you, I tell you about this context and perception. Okay? Dr. Arunaagiri said 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. You don't say, lovely. Arunaagiri sir, you are brilliant. The only when I made 3 plus 3 is equal to 7, when I made a mistake, at that time, you responded, right? Right? Nobody said, good, he knows 2 plus 2 is 4, right? I just want you to get present to our thinking, our perception. Normally we are all tuned to, what is that word? We are all tuned. We have been programmed by the society to look for what?
Mistakes.
Look for mistakes. And not look for positives. How many of you get the point? Turn to your partner, give him a high five, say, boss, I really learned something. Right? So this is what is called perception or context. Okay? So you need to, as successful, dynamic people, viewing this particular video, and all of you sitting here and eagerly and engrossingly participating, I want you to get present to. This is the third mantra I want to give to each of you. Always have a positive, empowering context towards every life situation, or always have a perception of possibility wherever you are, in any situation. In a human being's life, every day you got thousands of life situations. But every time you look at life situation, look at what you can be appreciative of it, what you can be grateful about, instead of finding out faults about it, finding out inadequacies about it. How many of you find it useful? Okay, great. So I wanted to we have covered 3 mantras till now. What is the first one? Energy. Everything is energy. Second one is belief. You got to have empowering belief, positive belief. Third one is always have a empowering context or a possibility perception. Okay, good one. Okay. Now we go down to the 4th mantra, which I want to give it to each one of you, which is, like there are 85 lakh different life species in this world. God has created a miraculous world. How many of you agree with me? This world is a miracle, right? And there are 85 lakh different species in this world. Okay, out of this, who's the most evolved one?
Supposed to be man.
Human being, right? Human being. I want to ask you this question. What has made human beings evolve so much? And literally almost dominate this entire world. We literally dominate. In fact, we do a lot of masti in this world. We believe as if this world has been created only for me, which is not true. This world has been created by the God or universal consciousness for 85 lakh different species also. How many of you agree with me? But we believe as if it has been only made for we human beings. What has enabled us as human beings to have such a dominant position? Think others also do. You put an ant and put some obstruction in front of him. What does the ant do? It turns. That means what? It also thinks, right? It thinks. And put one more block. Again, what does it do? Again he moves. No, that is a small thing. That's not a power to reason. But what is it? Isn't it a reason there? And if you see that ant, isn't it also taking a decision? Moment to. But but you put. I want him to say that. You can't say that. Like you put an ant is coming, and you know the sugar is here. You put a ant, it'll go this way. Again you put it there. Again what it does? He does a reasoning. Again he does. He will not leave it till he goes to the source of.
We can change the situation or adapt to it.
Same thing. Adaptation of situation is there for most of the living beings. Why? In a plant, the moment you put it, it will find out ways to find out and find out it will go and face the sun. So adaptability is there in all human beings. Senses, which senses? Yeah, that way they also have got senses. But what makes us such a distinct? What made us dominate it so much? Because I wanted to give you the answer. The answer is, what's the word? Language. It's our the level to which we have taken the language. Not that others don't have language. Others also have language. But the refinement of language which we have done as a human being is incomparable. If you ask me, it has been researched, not by me, by masters who have found out that it is this refinement and the proficiency of that language is what enables human beings to literally dominate the entire universe. Okay? Even though we are not as powerful or as strong as an elephant, but we'll still, even now, we tame them. We use them as we require it. We may not be as ferocious as a lion or a tiger, but still, today we have Project Tiger to save the tigers in the world. How many of you agree with me? Yeah, it's all because of our ability to really articulate and to have this power of language. Okay, so remember, yeah, communication is also a part of it. But language starts with what? With the words you speak. And the words have got power. I really wanted to get present to you that as a successful people who want to have success to the next level in your life, you need to be very careful about what type of a language you use. Okay? Because language has got a direct impact on your everything in life, starting from energy. Okay? If you say, I've got a lot of problems in my life, how do you feel? Yeah. How do you feel about yourself? If you just change this word, I have got a lot of challenges in life. What happens? The same situation, now you are more energetic to face. How many of you agree with me? Yeah. That's what it is. So language is very important. In fact, there is a tribal community in Africa where if they want to kill a tree, you know what they do? The entire village comes around, stands around the trees, and they just curse. And what happens? In a matter of weeks, days, the trees start wilting and they die. So this is the power of your word. They curse. I want to ask you this: if it can happen, if this impact can happen on a tree, how much can it be on a human being, which is much more sensitive than that? Absolutely, and that's exactly what I'm talking about here. That's exactly what I want all of you to get present to, that you need to be very careful about the type of words you utter and the vocabulary you have. And you need to, youngsters, you need to develop a vocabulary which is powerful. You need to consciously work on your vocabulary. I can promise you, one simple word is, start learning 2 new words in any language you want to learn and start repeating and using it in that day. 2 in a day, 60 in a month. In a year it will be about 750, 800. And you have enough vocabulary to keep on moving. And be aware about it. Okay? Of course, with language I would also add up, as madam you rightly said, the second point, which is called as, which is a offshoot of it. Of language is called communication. They said the quality of your life depends upon the quality of your communication. Okay, but in communication, of course, words are one of the things. But what's the most important thing in communication? To develop your communication skill, what is most important is, tone is important, but listening is important. Okay, listening. See, God has been a great architect. Remember, when He designed you as a human being, He ensured that all these aspects are taken care of. How many organs do you have for speaking? How many organs do you have for listening? 2. Think again. 2 eyes. So how many are there? 2 eyes. With the eyes you listen. With your ears you listen. Right? So 4. And 1 for speaking. So that means what ratio? 1:4. That means what? 20% of your time in a communication should be in speaking. 80% should be in listening. Okay, very, very crucial. Very, very crucial. They say that, that's the equation which is supposed to be given by the God Almighty when He designed your human body. Okay, but what do we normally do? We are always more eager to talk, speak, instead of listening. That's why there's so much of commotion, so much of chaos in life. How many of you agree with me? Yeah. So language and communication, if you can master, my friends, I promise you, you would be on the path to becoming a very, very successful person. Okay? Because if you are a master in communication, and these are all learnable skills. Nobody is born with this. You have to learn it by consciously working on yourself. Remember, as I told you, the voice or the words only contribute 7% to the impact of a communication. Okay? The voice impacts to the extent of about 38% of your communication. Okay? But more than 50% is by your body language. That's why eyes are important. Okay? The same word, same words told in a different manner can have a different impact. I say, you, come here. Say, you, please come here. Is there a difference? Yeah. So what's the difference? The tone of your voice, the body. Doesn't it have a different impact? Yeah, that's exactly what is this language and communication, which I really want each of you to work on. It's a skill which has to be developed by repetition. Remember, repetition is the mother of developing a skill. Okay? If you don't continuously practice and prepare, it will not move forward. Okay? So we have covered how many points till now? What are the 4? Yeah. Right. Absolutely. Okay. So we have covered. First one is energy. Highest energy always wins. Second one was belief. You got to believe. Have empowering beliefs. Third one is context. Always have an empowering context. Okay. Fourth one is language and communication. Fifth one, my friends, I wanted to get present to is about this important thing called as what's the word? Thought leadership. Okay, this is the thought leadership. Okay, because I for one believe that thought leadership gives you life leadership. I wanted to get present to this. Okay, how many thoughts do you have in a day? 70,000 thoughts, right? Absolutely. And out of the 70,000 thoughts, which has been researched, how many thoughts are positive? How many are negative? 90% are what? Absolutely right. She's right. Let's give her a big round of applause. Absolutely right. Yeah. 90% of the thoughts are repetitive and negative. How many percent are positive? 10. So now looking at this, most of the people may come to the conclusion, erroneous conclusion, that can a human being be positive? How and why? Right. Why? What is the logic behind it? And then how is it that some people are so very positive? Right. Right. Good. Because, yeah, good point. Both of you were almost right. All three of you. Right. The important thing is, even though there are 70,000 thoughts, at any given instant, in an instant, how many thoughts can you have? Only one. And who chooses that thought? You choose a thought, right? You choose a thought. But in actual experience, my friend, let me tell you, do you have thoughts or thoughts have you? Yeah. Do you have thoughts or thoughts have you? What's your experience in life? Generally, thoughts have you. That means in this, if you say that thoughts have you, then are you choosing those thoughts? They are choosing you. Yeah. That means what happened? Are you in control of your life or under the life? Yeah. That's why you are feeling so much of stress, tension, and turmoil in life. How many of you agree with me? Yeah. Who's responsible? Yeah, I myself, because I have allowed the thoughts to possess me or control me. Okay? God has given you the power to control the thoughts. He has given you a choice. What's the word? He has given you a choice to choose the thoughts. Okay? To choose the thought. The choice is with you. But unfortunately, we have lost the power to choose. And we allow the thoughts to control us. That's why, even though we know that we have to go to this particular place and so time, we say, no, we'll go tomorrow. But today we'll watch some serial in the TV. Or in the early morning, you say, tomorrow morning I'll get up 6 o'clock and go for a jogging. As soon as the alarm rings, what happens? Why? What's happened? Thought has overpowered you. How many of you agree with me? Yeah, that's a small situation. Like, okay, today I have to do this work, my home assignment. Suddenly a serial starts. What do? Start watching that. That means what has happened? That thought has overpowered you. And this is the reason why, this is, if you don't have thought leadership, the thing which gets compromised is, my friend, this one. What's the word? Discipline. And self-discipline is the key to the go down of success and happiness. Without self-discipline, you can't have success, happiness and prosperity. How many of you agree with me? Yeah. That's why I felt, this thought leadership is the key to the life leadership. And for thought leadership, you need to have self-discipline. That means you should have the ability to manage your thoughts. Okay? And the best technology given by anybody in the world was given by our forefathers. What is that? To manage your thoughts. What is the best technology? The most profound technology, which the world today is using it. Give her a big hand. Absolutely right. The meditation, brilliant. Meditation, absolutely. Meditation is the technology which has been given by our forefathers, rishis, and the gurus. Okay. How many of you have learnt meditation? How many of you practice meditation? No? It's shameful. Even I'm telling the people, don't do that, don't do that. And if when I go abroad and we ask people in Japan, 50 to 60% of the class will say, no sir, I do not need meditation, I practice meditation. Even to go to USA, you ask there, 30 to 35% of the hands goes up. But in my own country, I find it less than 10%. And this is a technology. That's where you have the procrastination. Procrastination is what? Lack of self-discipline. Lack of thought leadership. Okay? And I really urge each one of you, join SSY or Isha or any other lovely art of living, anywhere, go there, learn and practice. Not only learn, practice, because remember, knowing is not doing, doing is doing. I know many of you have been attending my seminars for so long. I've been telling you in each and every seminar that learn meditation, because that is the path, that is the only way by which you can master your thought leadership. Okay, was it useful? So this is the fifth one. Now till now, what all we have covered? Can we all repeat once again? Energy,
Belief, context, language.
thoughts. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Are you finding it useful? Yes. Are you all enjoying it? Yes. Okay. Now next one, next success principle, which I always believe is what's the word? Action. Okay. Unless and until you are into action, nothing will come, because action, my friends, is equal to, anybody?
Action speaks louder than words.
Action is power, and power, as you already said, man, is equal to results. Okay, because unless and until, as I said, knowing is not doing, doing is doing. Unless and until we are, you learn something, you practice it, you get into action, nothing will happen. Okay, and normally that's why I always say that there are 4 C's which are important for success in life. There are 4 C's. Anybody? Or if you can say results in life. First is called commitment. Will you repeat that? Courage, confidence, and competence. Okay. Commitment, courage, confidence, or competence or capability. Okay. Out of these 4, which is the most important? Commitment. How many of you say commitment? Okay. How many of you say capability? How many of you say confidence? How many of you say courage? Okay. I want you to get present too. Who says commitment? Okay. So normally, all of you, I am sure you had commitment last time also. Okay, I learned meditation. What happened? That means what did you postpone? Commitment is okay. You made a commitment. I can see you are all very honorable people. You are people who are, when you say that, you're not saying a lie. You're saying you mean it. But then what is that commitment is not translating into results because of what? What is lacking? Or what? Courage means what? Action. And what is courage? How do you define courage? How do you define courage? Courage is nothing but being in action in the face of fear, or being in action in the face of discomfort, being in action in the face of resistance. All of them is courage. So if you ask me, my friends, as you rightly said, most important among these is courage. Okay, and courage equals to what? Action. Okay, so you find anybody who's in action, massive action, will produce massive results. And people who may have the best of intention, best of commitment, but without action, will lead to no results. And only when you get into action will you be able to become capable, because you'll get out of experience, your capability will go up. And when you have higher capability, leads to what? Higher confidence. Okay. So let me tell you one thing, my friends. Remember, in life, whenever you have to achieve something in life, you need to have courage or action in the face of fear. When you do that, nobody can stop you from really achieving great results. The last success mantra which I wanted to share with you all, my friends, is called which if you can really incorporate in your life, okay, is called as the pursuit of what? It's a word? Mastery. Okay. We covered what all till now? First mantra is energy. Always try to have high energy through your breathing, through drinking a lot of water, drinking food, and also the thoughts which I talked about. Second one I told you was is about belief. You need to have belief. Beliefs are thoughts which you consider to be truth. Third one, context. Always have an empowering context of perception towards every life situation. Fourth one, language. Language and communication. Language is a way in which you are able to translate your thoughts into action. Fifth one was thought leadership. Thought leadership. Thought leadership leads to life leadership. And the sixth one was action. Being in action in the face of fear. Being courageous. Having powerful. And last one, my friend, is about the mastery. Mastery again is your attitude. Okay? Mastery is your commitment towards the type of results. Okay? They always say, there's a beautiful book by Jim Collins. It says that good is an enemy to great. Okay? People who want to be good, they remain to be good because they say, I'm good enough. And if you're satisfied with good, will you be able to go to the greatness? No. Okay. Now today even the greatness would not work. Let me give you a small example of Olympics. Okay. Today to qualify to go to an Olympics, what do you have to do? Can anybody go to the Olympics?
No.
You have a qualifying standards, very high standard, which is in response to the last Olympic event, minimum standard. And do you all know that, my friends? To achieve that qualifying standard is not easy. You have to be what? You have to be great to be that qualifying standard. And who wins that Olympics? Out of this, those 12 people who are in the finals of 100 meters. What is the difference between the first and the second? Fraction of a second, millisecond, right? And what is the difference between the third and the fourth, second? And the fourth and the third? It's all a matter of milliseconds. And the world remembers whom? First. What happens to the second? Or the third? Or the fourth? Only his family or mother remembers him, right? Nobody else remembers him. Right? He just gets a participation certificate. Okay. So today, my friends, this world is only for masters or people who are outstanding, extraordinary results, extraordinary, outstanding people. You can't be satisfied with being good. You can't even be satisfied being great. You need to be a person who is in pursuit of a mastery. Okay? And that mastery is less than 1%. So in whichever vocation you are, if you really want to leave an indelible mark, really want to be remembered by this world and achieve success and prosperity, you need to be a person who is a master. They say to be a master, you have to put at least 10,000 hours of hard work to master that one skill. Okay. Are you prepared for that? Everybody wants to have the glory, the prosperity, the success of a master. But are you ready to put the necessary effort? Are you able to grind, put yourself to the grind? And that's what is mastery. Mastery is a mindset. Mastery is a what? It's a mindset. It's a pursuit towards par excellence. Okay? Continuously working on that. Now, whichever field you are, whatever field you are, you need to be a person who is always in pursuit of excellence leading towards mastery. It's a never-ending goal. Okay. Your today has to be yesterday plus. Your tomorrow has to be today plus. Your day after tomorrow has to be the earlier days plus. If you are ready to commit yourself to that type of a endeavor or a mindset, then you can be a mastery. And I promise you, mastery is appreciated by the world. I mean, if you agree with me. Sachin Tendulkar, is revered by everybody. He's got all the glory. Not because he was good, not because he was great. He was a master blaster, right? So, right? That's exactly what they called him. That's how people are remembered, right? So, friends, these are the 7 mantras or principles which I want each of you to get present to. Going from backwards, it will be mastery mindset. Then action orientation. Action orientation. Next one, thought leadership. Then have a mastery over language and communication. Then have always an empowering context, because context is in your hand, perception is in your hand. Next one, have a belief in yourself. You got to believe that you can achieve anything in life. And first one is energy. We are all everything is energy. 100% of us is almost energy. So you need to keep your energy higher. Okay. As you all can see, all of these 7 are interrelated. How many of you can see that? Okay. So if you once you get into pursuit of this, I promise you, okay, you will be able to work on the others automatically, provided you have the necessary commitment and you have that type of dedication, determination and discipline to go after them consistently. Okay. So it was my honor and pleasure to share this particular 7 mantras with you all. What I want to urge each one of you is, just don't keep it in your books. Start practicing it. Start thinking about it every day. Okay, was I having a high energy today? Okay, did I eat? Did I breathe well? Did I drink enough water? Did I have the proper food? Did I have proper thoughts, which is also an energy? Okay, how are my beliefs? Is my belief making me energetic, or is it making me feeling very low? No? Either you can have a suffering state or you can have a beautiful state. You will have a beautiful state when you are high energy or low energy? High energy. Suffering state will be when you are low energy or high energy? Low energy. So moment you have to be constantly on a beautiful state, and then you have to continuously keep on thinking that next one is having a proper context towards life. Am I looking at the world, life situations in a positive way? Am I using proper language and communication? Am I focusing on the right thoughts? Okay. Am I action oriented towards achieving whatever I decide to be my passion in life? And last but not the least, am I in pursuit of mastery? Okay. I promise you, if you can follow this, each of us, nobody can stop you from really becoming successful and achieve anything in your life. How many of you agree with me? So give us a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Good.